Second thing is in my closet here. I took the doors off. There's a heat duct that goes up in this corner, and then there's some wiring and piping that I ran up from the basement into the garage and into other places in the house. So I got this little platform in here. So the idea is going to be to put some custom shelves here and then some bars. But before I do that, I want to be able to hang stuff in here as well. So I'm going to try to outfit this with plywood, 1/2-inch plywood first. So basically sheet all the walls, paint it, and then put the cabinet in once I built that. So that is for today's adventure. I figured I could do some of the closet work while some of the mud is drying.
Hey, Patrick Murphy here from 1/4 Inch Off, and today I'm working on my son's closet in his bedroom, and I'm making a center rack, or actually it'll be off to one side with the bars attached to it and add some shelves and stuff like that. So today what I'm doing is I just, last night I cut down the sides and the shelves. So basically you have a top, a bottom, a fixed shelf, and then 4 shelves that will move in the middle with pins. So today I'm just sanding this, and then I'm going to take it down in the basement and prime it. It's like 30 degrees here in Chicago, and my garage is not heated, so it's cold. And I gotta say, I did one coat of, or one sanding of 100 grit, and I'm gonna do 220. But this jet up here, huge difference. I don't see particles floating around when I normally sand. I mean, obviously there's sanding dust. That's just wiping a little off my hand. You can see it coated on the sander here. And this thing is creating a draft. The top of my door actually doesn't close all the way because the ground sunk, so the door goes down and there's a gap at the top, another story. But you can actually feel a breeze in here with that thing running. So huge difference. And I'm not all choked up like I normally am. So I'm going to continue on this. I'm going to sand it down to 220, then I'm going to take it down to prime it. While this is drying on the prime, I'll go prime the rest of the closet to put it in, and then go from there. Thank you. Alright, so here we are. I got the shelves out painted and the 2 sides out here painted. So to save time, I just painted both sides here and just kind of held them up. It's for a closet, doesn't really matter. So there we have it. Okay, first coat of paint on the closet as well. Looking pretty decent. The closet cabinet will go in here. I'll put another fake bottom board trim so I won't see any of this. And then the trim over here, and then probably shelves here in the corner. But that's where we are at this time. Hey, Patrick here from 1/4 Inch Off, and today I am putting together my closet unit. So I got the sides done, and I got the tops, bottoms, and fixed shelf. I'm just going to put it together with pocket holes. So I'm going old school here and using my hand Kreg. Just the bench one, instead of trying to put together the Foreman and do that. So drilling my pocket holes, and one thing I noticed on this thing is it's leaving marks here. Not sure if you can see them from the other spaces because I had painted this already, and it was marring the back of the wood too. So I just put a piece of paper in there. But I'm doing pocket holes in the top, bottom, and middle shelves. Get the camera in here. Nothing very exciting. Everybody's seen pocket holes, but setup of the pocket holes is key. One of the things that you want to do is make sure that when you put the pocket hole in, it actually comes out in the middle of your board. Sometimes it takes playing with some practice pieces to do that. One way to do that is on your Kreg board. You've got to make sure that you set the depth stop here to the correct length. I didn't do that my first one, and as soon as I saw the blue plastic come out of the drill bit, I knew I had to adjust this. So in your Kreg board here, you've got your depth adjustment. And since this is 3/4, you got to put it here where it says 3/4 to the end of there. Works perfect then. Then you just pop it in and you screw it on down, drill it in. So one of the problems I have with this system is being able to undo these clamps. These vice grip style clamps are difficult for me in my hands. They make another one now that's more of a quick release. More of this style where there's a little release in here that helps. But I didn't get the new one of those. So I'm just using this older one. Line up my paper. And just keep drilling. It's simple as that. So I'm going to continue doing this, finish this board up. I got one more board to do, and then I will take them upstairs and start assembly. Hey, Patrick Murphy from 1/4 Inch Off here, just going over the closet that I finished. So I built this custom rack, fixed shelf, 2 shelves, floating shelves, put in pins. Added 2 bars here and here, so at 40 inches and 80 inches. There's my platform from before. I put in a piece of wood in there. I need to caulk around it still. I also built these custom rod holders just out of plywood. Just use a Forstner bit to cut a hole, then cut it on my bandsaw, table saw out so that the bars can come in and out. I didn't nail down the shelves because I want them to be able to come up, but pretty much I just need to add some trim down here on the bottom. I mean, that's it. I can put hooks in here later for hanging belts or ties or whatever I want. And you put the doors back on. And then face trim. So I'm going to face trim all the way around the edges. Leave it 1/8 of an inch in on both sides. Across the fixed shelves. Trim will cover the bottom. And then we should be all good. As far as the rest of the room, we mudded over this and it swelled where there was torn paper. So we've since ripped out all where the paper was and it bubbled out. So we just need to cut all that off the wall, seal this, and then re-mud and redo everything. So a long way to go to finish this room, but at least the closet's done now. So thanks for watching.